Well, what's up, friends? This is hashtag Jordan Peterson, hashtag Doves, hashtag Pastors Patrick Winfrey, hashtag Evangelist, hashtag Donald Trump, hashtag Eric Trump, Trump Jr. You can see right now that Team Envy does not like to lose, and it's almost comical right now how much and how stubborn y'all's army really is, dude. It's the most stubborn, envious team I've ever met or seen in my life. I mean, it's just crazy at this point, you know? And it's very bad for your bones. Jealousy will rot your bones until you can't walk anymore. You know? In the past day, I haven't done anything to make you envious. What? I can freestyle? What? The Lord gave me $1 billion idea? What? I'm confident? What? I'm learning to see red flags? What? I'm learning to tell women the word no? What? I'm learning to say we ain't a good fit? What? I'm walking with my head held high? What? I'm working finally? What? I'm knocking on doors that have failed? What? I'm trying to save my family? What? I'm trying to make money? What? I'm trying to make a name for myself? What? I'm trying to provide? What? I'm trying to work out? What? I got my personal trainer cert? What? I want to teach and coach insecure men? Like, I didn't see anything in there that is supposed to piss you off. I didn't hit nobody. I didn't offend you. I didn't, you know what I'm saying? It gets to the point, and then I get it. But when you are growing envy on people who can say that about their stat sheets, it's getting comical, dude. It's getting comical. And some of you are backing out. Some of you are like, I'm out. Like that dude that does this at the gym. Like, you're like kind of, like the whole envy army's like this, and you're kind of the one that's like sneaking out the back going, maybe they won't see me if I go out this door right here, and you're like tippy-toeing. A lot of you are doing that. Here, I'm going to give you the Donald Trump thumbs up. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Great idea. Brilliant idea. Yeah, probably one of the best ideas. That's what Trump would say, right? And it's a great idea. And some of you are doing that because your eyes are opening and you're like, yeah, I see where this envy's going, you know? And see, the thing about envy is, check this out. Here's envy. Here's a cliff, right? But you're so fueled by jealousy and envy, you keep going even though, and you miss the cliff, right? Envy will go, wah, 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 wah. Right? And think of your life if it ends, right? So here's Judgment Day, and God's going to judge you. Do you really want to just go up to God and he said, yeah, your last 2 years on earth were nothing but envy. You were hating on people who were trying their best. And he plays it back, and then you look at that sad little life and go, damn. And he just shows footage of you like hating on this person, hating on that person. And you have no footage of you trying to like succeed, no footage of you at the gym, no footage of you. Like, if it was my last 2 years, I'm going to want my kids to see something in excellence. I want to see their dad never do drugs again. I want to see them, I want them to see their dad work hard for money. I want them to see what I'm saying. So when I go to Judgment Day, I can say I tried my very best. Everything that was thrown against me, Lord, I did my very best. Even if you don't make it, I would still rather do that than be an envious loser like you, or an envious army like y'all, where you're just like, I hate anybody who succeeds. Like, I do not want to go into judgment as something like that. And that's why I'll never surrender. I will never surrender and join that pathetic, no righteous, loving, barely wisdom having army, because it is total opposite of what can rebirth a nation. It's total opposite of what can spark revival. It's total opposite. And you can be the own judge. You can do that if you want. I don't have to. I do not have to, and I will not, right? You know, I would rather go out, and now I'm having fun surfing through all y'all's psyops, surfing through all y'all's snares and traps, because the Lord sets a table for me and my friends in the presence of our enemies. And we always kick out a chair for you. So whenever that table comes, I tried to kick out a chair for you 50 million times. I went, here, join me. Here, join us. Here, change. Here, quit being envy. Here, quit being jealous. Here, come on. But see, envy's getting the best of a lot of you out there. And it's very sad, dude. And at the end of that, once all hell hits, then you're going to be like, you never offered me a seat. You never, but it's already on the screens. It's already saved. It's already documented in the Yoda Bite. Yes, you did. Yes, we did. We offered you seats in the Comeback America, the Captain America shield stage. We did. But the envy was too strong. The jealousy was too powerful. You just wanted to keep hating. You just wanted to keep hating. See what I'm saying? That's between you, though. You can handle that. See, whenever Babylon came and smashed on Jerusalem, the envy losers didn't go back to Babylon. They were executed. God was already weighing them. The only ones that went in were the next generation. The people of Israel in the wilderness, they all died besides Joshua and Caleb and the youth. All those ones who were envious and kept hitting Moses, kept punching Moses, kept saying, you, everything you're doing is wicked. We're against all. You can't lead us. You're trying to kill us. We're hungry. We're thirsty. We need clothes. It's hot. It's cold. It's windy. It's dark. I need lotion. I need deodorant. My shoes got a hole in it. My shirt's got a hole in it. And then God went, all right, because Moses was a voice box for God. They weren't hating Moses. They were hating God. Moses said, I will kill these people in the wilderness. They will not go, for they were stubborn, envious, jealous. Right? And then the next generation, Joshua and Caleb goes in there, right? See, that's how God is the same yesterday, today, and forever. Before China or Russia or whoever's supposed to take over America, before they come in, God's going to seal on the foreheads those who are going out. Okay? He does that in every single book. The book of Judges, the book of Ezekiel. Every time he does that. He does that. He knows what he needs exactly. Gideon, 35,000. You got too many. You got it down to 300. See what I'm saying? Like, there is ways that he does it to get him glory. And that's why I have no pity for you, Team Envy, no more. But I can already see some of you still have an exit, because you're noticing the exit, because God's telling you, you, sir, you, ma'am, see that back door over there? See that side door? You can still get out. These people, they can't. A lot of you are feeling that nudge, that touch, and you're like, just sneak out the back there, and you're backpedaling, and you're going, I'm gonna sneak out back here, right? And you're starting to separate yourself from Team Envy, because you know Team Envy is full of shit. And good idea. I would too if I were you. And it's probably a good decision, especially if the Lord, if you feel there's like this supernatural escape, go with it. You know, accept it, because judgment's gonna fall, and no future person, like let's not use China or Russia. Let's make up a name for just sakes here. Let's say we'll call it Nation Thunderbird or Nation whatever, Blue Beam is coming over here, right? What do? First, they vacuum the leaders out, right? Because they already have a strong nation. So what do they usually do? They are going to pick people who they can trust, right? Because if you and them million were envious of your own people, like Jeremiah, what happened? They were envious of Jeremiah. They cursed Jeremiah. They threw Jeremiah in the cistern. But what did the king of Babylon do to Jeremiah? Set him free. Because what did the king see in Jeremiah? Loyalty to what? To God. Even to what? Death. Even to who? Whatever God says. So whenever that happens, he's going to look at that guy as trustworthy. because then he's like, well, he told them the hard message that came to pass, so I know he'll tell me the same thing, right? Now, when a king comes in and he just sees envy, how can you trust envy? How can you trust jealousy? A king or a king's soldiers aren't going to ever look at a million envious suckers and say, I want you on my team. Because he just saw what you did to your own team. He saw you backbite. He saw you shank them. He saw you just behind the scenes, no matter what they did. So if he sees me, let's say Team Blue Bean and everyone's watching us who are being ridiculed, right? And watching us succeed, from ex-drug addicts to non-drug addicts, watching us do this to that. But then he's watching our own envious people say, I don't care how good they look. We're going to backbite. We're going to shank. We're going to destroy them. When those kings come over here, you think you're going to be at the top of their list as keepers? They ain't going to be able to trust you. They just watched you all straight annihilate your own people who didn't even deserve it. But you think they're going to just all of a sudden want an envy hug over here? Yeah, come here, Team Envy. I trust you to run my nation. I trust you to run a government in my territory. No, your envy is your own ticket. Your fun is getting ready to be over. No more envy time, right? That's what happens in the sake of history that repeats itself. When nations are taken over, they don't recruit envy people to run their treasury. They don't recruit jealous people to run their office. They don't recruit that because, first of all, it's God's judgment. And then secondly, if you're sealed, you make it. So if you want to be envious, keep on going. It doesn't get you anywhere as far as climbing the ladder. It doesn't get you anywhere as far as promotion. What gets you in promotion are those who are in the arena, those who have loyalty, those who you can respect, those who are not envious and jealous over every positive thing you're doing. Because if you're envy over positive itself, what makes you think somebody who has a mantle is going to say, yeah, I want you? That's why when Joseph had the thing over him, the Pharaoh looked at his soothsayers and said, not one of you are getting the title, but this person who I know will what? Not lie to me. I know I can see him, and I know if he is lying, it's going to hurt him so bad I can see it on his face. I can see it in his eyes. I can see it in his nonverbal. He's so transparent that he hates lying. He sucks at lying. He wants integrity. See, that's what happened if you walk this way, talk this way. But those who have been practicing envy for years, they can lie to you without hesitation. They can backbite their own mama without hesitation. They can kill their own grandpa and poison them without hesitation. Do you know why? Because envy and jealousy has ran its course. So when kings, princes of these future kingdoms that come down, and they see you who backbite your own brothers, your own sisters, your own cousins, your own mama, your own daddy, your own grandpa, your own uncle, aunts, you think they're going to trust you at their table? You think they're going to trust you at their banquet? You think they're going to trust you with any decisions? They're going to look at you and go, hell no. You can lie to my face and you wouldn't lose any sleep at night. They're going to get the ones who can't lie to their face. They're going to get the ones who are like, yes, master. They're going to get the ones who are like, I'll serve him. I won't bow to you, but I'll serve him and I'll serve you with greatness. Those are the ones that are going to want to come over to their team. See what I'm saying? And I know this is a hard message because a lot of you, you're nonverbal speaking, but this is why I want to tell you, if you're sneaking out of Team Envy and God gave you away, good job. Donald Trump thumbs. You should probably do that. And, if not, that means you probably seared your conscience with an envy hot iron. And I don't pity you. I don't pity you. If you are one of those ones, I don't pity you at all. You deserve what you got coming. Your envy, your overload envy has got you in this position, and only God can get you out if the measure of grace that you have hasn't been used yet. But that's something you got to take up with him. You got to say, Jesus, has my measure of grace been fully used yet? And he'll tell you yes, or he'll tell you no. Do you know why? Jeremiah 29:11, it says, these are the thoughts that I have for you, saith the Lord, to give you thoughts of a future and a hope and an expected end. Even God, who shows kindness to those who don't deserve it, will tell you, you used your measure of grace up. And because of envy, he'll tell you this. He told Saul, your jealousy over David. He told David, your backbiting against Uriah. See, both of them face judgment. David faced judgment. Saul faced judgment. They both face judgment. The greatest man in history and the king that was supposed to be, they both faced judgment. Saul did and David did. Jeremiah did because he wanted a family. God said, you will not. He had to deal with that, right? And then the same thing, Noah. All of them did, dude. And God will tell you if you use that measure of grace. And we're at that moment where, you know, like this guy right here, dude. Straight envy, dude. See envy? Where is it at? Yeah. You can just tell it's on people's face, man. I didn't want to show them for the sake of camera, but envy and demonic energy is taking over people. I'm watching it with my very eyes, dude. China's watching it. Russia's watching it. They're watching the envy take over people. So you think they're going to recruit you when envy has uncontrollably taken you to where it moves your hands for you, it twitches your head for you, you punch stuff? You think another place is going to recruit you when somebody else's success makes you want to throw shit against the wall? No. What would that benefit any nation if you are so envious that success makes you hit your car, makes you grab your steering wheel, makes you karate chop the roof, dude? Think of it. What wise man would recruit you on his table if you were only able at envious measures? He wouldn't. He wouldn't pity you because God already, most of you already used your measure of grace. I take that up with the Lord. You know why? Because I fear the King Saul, the David, the Absalom, you know, because I backslid. It's normal, you know, and the fear of the Lord puts me back in check. But I'm just so real and raw with my own salvation that I tell you the truth, okay? I tell you the raw truth of it. If you are team envious, some of you are getting out. Good job. It's a long video, but I don't care. Good job. And some of you are staying in it. Some of you, every word I say activates your envy. I can just say boo, and you'll be like, oh, I hate him. Or I can just be like, hey, dude, you want $10? Oh, I can't stand that guy. Or I can make a cool rap song, and you'd be like, why won't he die? See, you are in a very, 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 I'm going to Donald Trump, very, very, very bad spot. Because envious and jealousy is taking people over. It is taking people over. Dude, get ready for the zombie invasion, right? And, you know, Mr. T, I pity the zombie. I pity the zombie, you know? And so here's a little golden nugget because I like to end on a positive note, even though 80% of you are going to stay envious. Stop being envious. If I make you envious, turn the volume down. Turn the volume down. If I make you envious, turn it off and don't turn it back on, because that sometimes is going to be your only hope, is if you quit watching those who make you hate life by just watching their success. And then work on yourself. Turn it off, look in the mirror and go, I don't want to be envious. I don't want to be jealous. Help me. And then you realize it's you versus you in the mirror. Because he's not envious at you. She's not envious at you. Who has the envy problem? You. Who has the jealousy problem? You. You're just tied up with a bunch of teammates who share it with you. Hey, are you envious? Me too, man. Hey, want to hang out? Yeah. Hey, are you jealous too? Every day. Come on. Hey, dude, do you hate anybody who's positive? Yeah, I do. Come here, man. And then before 5 turns into 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, you're not getting some army. Y'all are just loving other envious, toxicity, jealous-filled people. And before you know it, it's like you got a team of 10,000. Who wants to hate people for no reason? Watching them success. I do. All right, let's go. Just like Paul when they drugged him into the thing. And then when the magistrates came out and said, what the hell are y'all doing? Half of the crowd, when they came to their senses, didn't even know why they were there. They were like, what did we come here to yell for? I don't know. I guess that guy said somebody was yelling, so then I just kind of yelled with him, and I agreed with everything he said. And then I got over here, I don't even know. You want to go back to that little restaurant? Yeah, let's go. See? It takes you over, dude. Envy takes you over and possesses you to where you don't have free will, dude. I'm telling you. So this has been a long video, but it's needed because I'm just watching the devastation of the battlefield over here, and it's freaking crazy. It is crazy. Y'all are the most stubborn people on planet Earth right now. You're stubborn like them that were in the desert, dude. You truly are. And it's just sad, dude. I don't pity you, though. I don't pity you. Donald Trump don't pity you. Red team don't pity you. Anybody who's got credit where credit is due, they don't pity you anymore. And neither do I. It took me years to finally look at you and say, I don't pity you, Team Envy, anymore. I don't. I have zero pity left. Zero.